This is Empire of the Ants. Ants. We're here on PlayStation 5 Pro. It's enhanced. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. For the Ants. Ant-Man. It's time to become an ant. It's time to feel what it's like to be an ant. It's time to enjoy the full immersion of ant living. Only on a PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced experience, where it's not just 60 ants per second, but the frame rate is actually smooth. Conquer enemy nests, lead your colony through the perils of the forest. It's a real-time strategy game where you command armies of ants. Ants. You're the 103,683rd ant, a warrior caste. You must explore, conquer, terrorize, and command your ant army to bring glory back to your ant hole after your ant hole lost everything. You must make your ant colony great again. The only way you can, by controlling ants. It's all about ant time. Da-da-da-da-da, Ant-Man. Play alone or play online with others. Against others. For the ultimate ant experience. Never has being an ant been so antastic. Experience the magic of antery. And use your strategic forces to build up your ant nest to battle other ants. It's ambitious. It's beautiful. It's based on some sort of story. Yeah. Fight for your queen. For the Federation. For the Empire of Ants. And thus, our ant experience begins. What is this? It's a dynamic 4K resolution that's more like 1800p, but it goes down quite a bit too if it needs to. But it's crazy ant action! Instead of running at 60 ants per second, it runs at 60 frames per second. What? No way. That's right, you get a very remarkably detailed and incredibly authentic ant experience. Never in my life have I ever experienced being an ant quite like this. This is Empire of the Ants. And thus, our first hunt begins. You're going to be pretty, blown away by how good this looks. It really is quite, visually breathtaking. And now, insanely fluid. Ant attack! You literally get to be and enjoy the life of an ant. In this tutorial where we chase a butterfly, because, we're totally going to catch that thing and eat it, right? We're like a spider, a dangerous spider, that's what we think we are. Isn't this beautiful, though? Like, the texturing detail and stuff? Oh, this is a very, very good-looking game. Ugh. I mean, I'm kind of blown away by this. I saw it first on the Series X there. Look at the watching book. And then to see it here on the PlayStation 5 Pro, it's amazing. Don't go in the water too long, otherwise our ant will die. Come back, butterfly. I love how nimble this ant is. It feels so responsive and yet realistic. And you just hop along. But no, it is an RTS, so you are actually commanding massive hordes of ants when you get into it. And there's full story stuff. You literally feel like you're from the perspective of an ant warrior. Could I please get around here? My ant gets a little confused sometimes. Could we go this way? Thank you very much. There we go. Talk to my sister. We shall go to Sister. In the Ant Valley. Good thing there's literally no ant fall damage. It's because I'm too strong. Sup, other ant? Now we must discover ant-like objects. Ant-Man. Living my best ant life. What is this strange thing? We must scan this bizarre ball. I just can't get over how good the texturing is on this. Like, it really does look quite realistic. At least I think so. I don't know. This is kind of amazing. Where's the last circle? I'm getting too ant radical. Huge sphere. Non-comestible. Oh, I love this game so much. It's so weird. And this is just like a part of it. It's just kind of like exploring and that, but like the big part of it is actually like having a massive swarm of ants that you're commanding that do different things. We must learn of this item and what it provides. We must use our feelers. Wow! The 753rd. Ant time. Ants. Now we must go back and watch this memory of a better ant time. It's getting anty in here. Termites in our ant empire? A fight ensued. Oh, okay. I'm glad our ant empire was able to take care of this. Ants. Oh, and it also uses Lumen as a light system. Here's the information. We must go back to the headquarters. Back to Bellocon! I don't know, I find this kind of game to be very delightful. I mean, it gets hectic when things, like, get crazy, but it's kind of just like a nice, photorealistic walk in a real place. Like, it actually feels and looks like a real location that you would be in a forest. It's kind of amazing. We must scurry on. This is where all our other ant pals are hanging out. There are many of us, but yet our colony weak it is. Build a stronger ant world, we must. Ants together strong. Ants. Microids presents. This is so beautiful. Based on Bernard Werber's saga. Empire of the Ants. They're supposed to have us go to the top of the anthill and look over it, and that's when they're supposed to put that title. Look at them all running around doing ant things. Isn't that spectacular? I think this game is just the coolest that we live in like an era where like there was an ant sim that was like for PC or something like that, but like it's just amazing we live in a time where you get this detailed of a thing like about ants. Apparently the books are really fascinating too. And you can crawl into the ant hole as well. But we've got an ant quest. And there's actually like dialogue, and it puts you into the perspective of the ants. By the ants, for the ants. Now we have our armies. Go, my ants, go! Take the high ground, my arrow-chucking ants. These are basically your archers. Look at them all crawling. It's so realistic looking. Attack! I feel like these guys aren't in position to actually help out. Attack my ants! Destroy them! I've always wanted to be an ant warlord. We'll leave the other faction behind. Just kidding, we need them here. We're preparing to invade this nest. It will take a coordinated team effort. Destroy them. We're taking this nest. Isn't that amazing? I'm sorry, this is like the coolest thing. Like, it makes total sense to make this like an RTS ant game. Like, look at that! Melee workers. Wow, look at them all. This is the coolest, like, I know I checked this out earlier, but this is legitimately, like, the coolest game. Walk over defenses. Nest gunners upgrade. Okay. More ants. Ants. Build the barricade. I think they're building it. I don't know. There we go. Now it's being propped up. Isn't that amazing looking? Genuinely, insanely, like, detailed. We need more ants. Enemy forces, they come. We will be ready for them. We meet them at dawn. Or whatever time it is in the forest. It's hard to say. This is incredible. We already have all the upgrades. Two termite legions? How can we ever hope to prevail against such overwhelming odds? Quickly, my workers, collect the pine cone. They're eating away at that, aren't they? Look, they got little pine cone pieces that they're taking. Oh. That is amazing. We're getting kind of like double teamed. Hopefully our ant society survives. Good job, ants. Back home, we're leaving this nest behind for some reason. I don't know. This is strategic leave, even though this is territory we should hold on to forever. For generations. Look at them come. There's ants everywhere. I feel like I'm one of the squad. Like, we are the ant society. This is what it must feel like for being a rat in Plague Tale, where although the rats are running around with you. This is what that must feel like. Come on, ants. We've got places to go. Not a lot of hustle going on here, though. Ants. 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 I know I can continue, but there is something magical about seeing all of them crawl across the countryside. Belocan. A very interesting naming convention for our mound of ant dirt. Now, what if these ants were really large and aliens, and you had to Earth Defense Force them? Hmm?